Yep. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is our UFC Long Island post-fight show presented by RepTheAdvocates.com and, of course, Crossroads MMA. My name is Eddie Law. With me tonight, my boy from Ohio, Fred Kirby. So a lot of this shit going down tonight. First of all, the main event, it was weird because a lot of people thought, I heard a lot of people talking, comparing Weidman to like BJ Penn against Frankie Edgar in the third fight where he got like fucked up. And some people actually thought that was going to happen. I didn't think that was going to happen, but look, man, I'm actually kind of happy that Weidman won. That's pretty fucking big for him. And he called out Bisping after the fight.
Yeah, well, man, I think the fucking hate for Weidman was a little overplayed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was picking Kelvin. A little surprised, man. I mean, I know he had a lot of hype. The fucking win over Vitor, blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, I guess he showed why it was slightly justified in that first round when he knocked the shit out of Weidman. And fucking almost, like, Weidman kind of low-key got saved by the bell. So I'll give Kelvin this, man. I'm not one of these people. Listen, if Kelvin can keep that power and make 170, which I think he can, I think that's what he should do. Can he compete at 85? Surely he can. He just came a cut hair from knocking out Chris Weidman in the first round. You know what I'm saying? He's got the power. He's got some nice hands. Like, he can do it. That being said, if he doesn't lay hands on you early and somebody like Chris Weidman gets a hold of him, happens. You know what I'm saying? Chris Weidman was noticeably bigger. We knew that coming in. We knew Kelvin would have a little bit of a speed advantage, especially with his hands, which he did. And he showed, knocked the fuck out of Chris Weidman. But, man, Weidman's just too big. I think even that punch might have slept most 170ers, but Weidman's a big man in really good shape. So he ate that shit and came right to in the second round and got right back on the fucking game plan. And he actually kind of pieced Kelvin up a little bit there, too. Like I said, Kelvin definitely has the stopping power in his hands. But strike for strike, Chris Weidman can definitely go with him. You know what I mean? He wasn't at a massive disadvantage striking with Kelvin. But once he was able to get a hold of him, and like I kind of called going in, I knew it, man. Weidman's a beast of a grappler for starters.
Oh, yeah.
Secondary, he's bigger than Kelvin, noticeably. So I kind of knew once they got those – because, listen, man, Kelvin's no slouch on the ground. He's a hell of a wrestler, too. Super fucking strong guy. Very, Kelvin's a very good grappler, but Weidman's just, very good too, but much bigger stature and frame. So that was going to be a problem, man. This fight, like I was telling you right before we went live, man, this fight kind of went exactly how I thought it would. And let me tell you something, Weidman needed it because people were ready to fucking send him to Bellator. Which, isn't it funny what one fight or one performance does?
Oh, for sure.
If that fight, hypothetically, that knockdown had came about 30 seconds earlier and Kelvin had knocked him out in the first round, we'd be fucking crucifying him and wanting to send him straight to Bellator.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he eats that, gets an impressive finish, and we're all kind of like, fucking A, he's right. It's a thin line in MMA between love and hate, man. You're right there or you're trash. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, to wrap up a quick little bow on the fight, man, Weidman did what he needed to. He did what he should have done. He proved himself as still a top bad motherfucker at 185. And as far as Kelvin goes, I think his chances are better at 70 with a little bit of discipline in his diet. But if he stayed at 85, I ain't going to hate on him. Like I said, he almost finished Weidman in that first round. I'm not ready to say that he just can't compete.
Right. And look, Weidman got saved by the horn, right? I mean, at that shit.
Real talk.
Like you said, 30 seconds before, and Gastelum went to finish that fight. The fucking, was it Big John? Big John was right there, ready to fucking do this wavy shit and stop the fight. So, look, that being said, when I was telling people, how Gastelum was going to win this fight, it was going to be by decision because he outstruck Weidman, right? Or it was going to be some kind of finish, some TKO finish, as far-fetched as I thought that was going to be. Right? He drops him in the first round. I'm like, holy shit, it's over. Oh, fuck. That's it. Horn helps him out. That's great. Now, what I didn't want to see was Kelvin Gastelum grappling with Chris Weidman because Chris Weidman's a black belt, long-time black belt. All the credit in the world to 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a fan of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, but Kelvin Gastelum has not been training Jiu-Jitsu likely as long as Chris Weidman has, right? And the size thing. A lot of people say,
well, and under Danaher.
Yeah, the Death Squad. Danaher Death Squad, right? Hey, if you guys know about Dana Her Death Squad, Gary Tonin, Gordon Ryan, Nikki Ryan, all those guys, those are all Dana Her Death Squad guys, Henzo Gracie guys. So
real high level BJJ, man.
like
Matt Serra, I mean the most of them, man. That fucking Weidman's got high level BJJ.
And look, I know everyone says, "Oh, jiu-jitsu and size doesn't matter." That's not entirely true. Size fucking matters, all right? Size definitely fucking matters, all right? And the fact that Weidman was as long as he is, as big as he is, definitely was a disadvantage to Kelvin Gastelum, who, just like you said, should be a 170er if he just fucking stopped eating so much shit outside of a fight camp. You know what I mean?
I tell you what, you know what this trip at 185 done for me as far as Kelvin Gastelum is concerned? It gave me real hope for him at 70.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, man. Even at 70, I didn't think that Kelvin was a real, I've never really been on the Kelvin train. I didn't think he was the, uncrowned champion. I knew he was a tough guy, but I just never really looked at him in that light. And then he moved up to 85. And looked really good in those first two fights, but then competed against Weidman. You know what I'm saying? He actually did compete. He actually dropped Weidman. He didn't just come get fucking shit clowned in the first round. So I feel like if he just gets his diet right and gets down to 70, fucking nightmare at 170. I mean, look at what he's able to do at 85. Now, I know he keeps a lot of that strength, but if he can just get his fucking diet right and keep most of that strength and get down to 70, holy fucking shit. Kelvin Gastelum would be a nightmare. I don't see Tyron Woodley dealing with that.
Oh, no.
Controlling grappling. I definitely think that eventually he's going to catch Tyron and knock the shit out of him. So if he could just get down there and make that weight slightly fucking in a healthy manner, I think, he could go be the champion at 170 quite easily. He just gets his nutrition under control, man.
Yeah, no, I wish he would. I really wish he would just control his shit and get down at 170. Because just like you said, I don't think Woodley wants any of that. But the same thing, just like you said, he proves he can compete. He can compete with 185ers for sure. It's just, can he beat the top guys? It's hard to say he would, especially after the night.
And listen, this is what it comes down to. Who does Kelvin want to compete with? Himself? Because he can compete with himself, get his weight under control, and that cocksucker can make 170. I mean, we've seen, like, I keep using the Conor McGregor thing, but it's true. As much as I love Conor, he looked like dog shit making 45. But he fucking made it, and he got in there and looked like a god in the cage. Kelvin can do that at 70. He does not look emaciated when he's making 70 because he's not fucking making 70. Mm-hmm. But he can. He's got the room there, man. He just lacks the discipline. Whatever he wants to do. If he wants to just say fuck it and he just can't handle that diet shit, then stay at 85. He's going to have these problems at the top of the division. Chris Weidman, huge, very talented. Luke Rockhold, huge, very talented. Fucking Yoel, you get the picture here, man. Even Robert Whitaker, I don't know offhand, but I would say is probably fucking bigger.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? Generally speaking. So even though he's not a huge 85er, you get the fucking gist here. Especially in that top 5 region, Kelvin's always going to be undersized. Why put yourself at that disadvantage when you don't have to? You're not going to kill yourself making 70. It's going to suck, but you're not going to, Kelvin's not one of these guys that's going to fucking die trying to make 70. He's just going to fucking hate life and be one of those cats you don't want to interview during fight week.
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. That dude's going to be just like one answers and middle fingers and shit. But, all right. Well,
yep.
What's up?
No, he should be like that. He gets that. Be cunty on fight week. Tell Ariel to go fuck himself with his fucking hour-long walkthroughs of fucking the park and whatnot. It's fucking hard cutting weight. But you're going to make weight. You're going to be in good shape. And if you do that at 170, if I'm his coaches, that's what I'm saying tonight. Look, bro, you just fought a bigger man. They make weight divisions. This shit is real. You know what I'm saying? They make weight divisions fucking for a reason, man. So, I'm not going to throw Kelvin under the bus. Actually, quite frankly, this whole little experiment at 85 makes me look at him way differently. But I need him at 70. If he goes to 70, he's an automatic title threat. and a serious one. He can compete at 85, but he's going to have these natural physical disadvantages. Why do that? Fuck it.
Yeah, well, exactly. Why do that? All right, in the co-main event, Darren Elkins. Whoa.
Hold on. Before we get off this, I'm not trying to kill all the time in the world
Okay.
tonight. But now, so that's Kelvin.
Yeah.
And that's what we think about him. Weidman, okay? People were quick to write him off. He had a pretty good performance. He did get dropped in the first round. And Kelvin, what have we been saying? He's naturally undersized for 85. What do you want to see Chris Weidman do next?
Before I answer that, let me ask you this, because I guarantee this was going to come from a lot of people. Oh, Chris Weidman, because Weidman called out Bisping after the fight. Weidman wants the title shot. He wants a title shot. The response from a lot of people, haters or not, whatever you want to call him, is, oh, he beat a 170 guy. He beat Kelvin Gastelum, undersized. All the other stuff we just talked about right now, right? I mean, that's what's coming from people about Chris Weidman. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, like you said, people are going to say that. And listen, it's one of those gray areas where both people are right. God damn it, you did beat a small 185er. But God damn it, you beat a very tough man, too. So he deserves credit for his win, but we need to see something now. Now, while we're on the topic and we're at 85, during the broadcast, I think the news had broke earlier today, but they officialized it tonight. We see that Luke Rockhold is fighting David Branch. Now, I don't mean to be cunty, and I don't mean to shit on David Branch, which it's so easy to fucking do.
Oh, really
but
easy.
With the utmost respect, trying to keep it as funky as possible, this seems like the slowest fucking softball they could lob to Luke Rockhold, right? So
it is.
So what do we do with Chris Weidman now? Who does he fight next? He ain't getting Bisping. Bisping's probably getting Robert Whitaker unless they come through with the GSP. You know what? I'll tell you something. I'm going to throw something out there right now.
All right.
And this is what I would like to see happen. Bisping needs to fight Robert Whitaker. It just is what it is. It just needs to happen.
Yep.
But GSP's still floating around. Doesn't seem like he wants to go to 70. And let's be honest. Who gives a shit about him fighting the winner of Tyron Woodley or Maya? I could piss my pants over either one of those fights. Now, Chris Weidman and GSP, and I know before everybody goes, it's just another 170 here. So what? It's still fucking GSP. Yeah. And I know only because he missed out on the money fight. Everybody can kiss my ass. Listen, I don't really want to see Chris Weidman versus Yoel 2. Luke's tied up with fucking David Branch, whatever the fuck that means. Robert Whitaker's probably going to get Bisping. Where do we take Weidman from there? Well, why not give him fucking GSP?
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with GSP Weidman. All right, it'd be weird, but I don't mind. Now here's some. So Whitaker supposedly is like he has a knee injury, right? So Yoel Romero put out this video, kind of setting himself up for that, to take the interim, to basically fight Bisping in Whitaker's place. But what if Weidman snuck in there? He's sneaking Weidman against Bisping.
I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate it. Yeah. I don't know if it's quite well deserved, but injuries start shit, right?
Yep.
He shouldn't get that fight for sure. But if Robert Whitaker's out, Yoel's coming off a loss, Luke's tied up. Worse shit has happened.
Yeah.
Undeserved shit has happened, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't want to see him get that title shot like that per se. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
it's kind of shitty right now. You got a bit of a weird logjam going on at 85 now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys. This whole fucking David Branch, Luke Rockhold. You know what? Fuck it, David Branch. I'm sorry. Fucking, you just got denied. What the fuck? Your spot just got taken. Let's do the rematch with Luke Rockhold, Chris Weidman.
That's what I want.
It's a quick turnaround. But fuck, man. If not, I don't know what else you do with Weidman, man. He's too high to. He just took the Kelvin Gastelum fight. That's kind of as low as he could go, quite frankly, rankings-wise. Where does he go below that?
With the Jacare fight, maybe. Does Weidman fight Jacare? No, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's there.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, that's a good point. I kind of forgot about Jacare. That's a good point. That could be a fun fight. That could be fun for Chris. And I could get into that.
Yeah, because Jacare's last fight was that loss to Robert Whitaker. And yeah, and then before that, he lost to Yoel Romero. So I wouldn't mind that fight at all.
Okay,
but
there you go. I could dig that. I could. You know what? That's that. Oh, you know, as long as nobody's hurt or nothing, that actually kind of seemed that seemed logical. That's a good fucking fight too.
Yeah,
that's a very good fight, and you know, it's relevant too. So yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Kelvin.
Now, yeah. I already got those texts and tweets from people. I got the fucking, what's it called? The oh man, bro, you fucking tap like a bitch. I'm like, what? You serious? Can we drop the joke already?
He fought it. He fought it though.
He fought as long as he could, but
he didn't tap till the last goddamn minute.
There was nothing he could do. Like legit nothing he could do at that point. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, just on the YouTube chat real quick. Shout out to Liam. Uncle Hank is on here. What's up, man? Jeremiah joining us. Jesse's in the comments as well. And Mike Jarvis, of course. Uncle Hank saying GSP versus Kelvin.
Fuck that.
You got a phone call. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever, man. I mean, it's there's a lot of ways it can go with this one. What do you think of the co-main event, dude? Oh, I think he is on the phone call. It might be important.
There we go. There we go. I'm back.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was gonna say it might have been an important phone call. What do you think about Darren Elkins against Bermudez? Elkins actually looked really good, man.
Yeah, you know what, man? That was a pretty fun fight, actually, man. Lots of back and forth. It was a close fight. It was. I guess it was about what I expected, right? Darren Elkins is. You know what? I tell you what. It's not exactly what I expected. Darren Elkins actually kind of surprised me a little bit. I kind of felt like Darren Elkins was a guy that I guess I kind of underestimated his talent level a little bit. He's a talented little fucker. He's not just a guy that takes a fucking beat and then gets a lucky high kick from time to time. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. His hands look good. He was landing shots off of the break. He's very good at his transitional game, transitioning from grappling to striking and landing shots and landing combinations. He looked good, man. It was a good fucking fight. Very close. I don't know who did you have it scored for? Who did you actually have the fight scored for?
I honestly had it for Elkins, man. He controlled a lot. He really did. Close, very close. You have for Bermudez?
Right. Yeah, well, of course. That's because I don't like Elkins, though. So, I can't stand him or that little goofy tattoo. So I was low-key. But listen, it was one of those fights where at the end I'm like, fuck me. Either way, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have crybabies, but it was a close fucking fight, man. It really kind of could have went either way. I would give it to Elkins, though. I would probably give it to Elkins, although Bermudez definitely had his points. But both fighters did. Super close fight. I don't know what we really learn by this. I mean, I still don't really think that Darren Elkins is fucking going to be fighting for any belts anytime soon. I hate to piss on everybody's parade, and I know he's an action fighter and he's fun, and we all like to watch Darren Elkins fight, but I feel like he's got a very, clear-cut, well-known ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what time it is. If he gets too high in the rankings, he's going to get – but, listen, fuck do we really know about it? I guess you got to give him them fights to prove it. But I really feel like quite frankly, I feel like this is it, right? Where does he go from here? Other than somebody that's probably going to throw him a beating.
I mean, look, I'm pulling out the rankings right now. He's featherweight, right? So,
yeah, featherweight's fucking deep right now too, man. And I don't know exactly where Dennis Bermudez was.
All right, so Bermudez was 10, Elkins was 12. So you could literally just switch those two, right?
Yeah, true.
Above him, Renato Moicano, Brian Ortega, Jeremy Stevens, Yair Rodriguez.
There we go. Slow down right there.
Yair?
I can dig Yair.
Okay. Why not?
I like that. Yair needs a listen. Like I said, I don't think Darren is going to be heading up the fucking ladder. So why not give him a fucking shit row? Yair needs a snapback fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
you know what I'm down with that. A zombie against a zombie. Duho Choi against Darren Elkins.
Duho Choi's got a fight coming up against somebody, right?
Oh shit, let me pull it up. Think it do.
I'm pretty sure he's booked against somebody. Although that would be a fun fucking fight.
Yeah, neither one of them goes down, dude. That's fucking crazy. Or even Darren Elkins against Cup Swanson, but Cup Swanson's a little bit too high. A little bit too high.
Yeah. That's way too. And that's what I mean, though. I think when the damage gets there, he starts getting the fucking damage put to him. But you know, I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer in Darren Elkins just yet. Although he did look good tonight.
Yeah.
He didn't really much that I didn't know about him. He didn't really surprise me a whole lot. His combinations look pretty good. His hands surprised me a little. I thought that he would kind of get outstruck a little more noticeably and easily than that. But he held his own. He did good. And the little fucker's tough. You got to give him that. It's nothing. Little cocksucker is tough as nails.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. That shit got fucking
And
crazy.
he don't get tired. Good gas tank, which most of those little dudes got good gas tanks. But even for a little dude, the little prick's got a good tank.
No, they do, yeah. And again, he can take a fucking punch. All right, cool. Let me fucking pull up the rest of this shit. I'll be honest with you. I was live tweeting this for Cage Side Press on Twitter, and like it seemed like a long card, man. Like there wasn't a lot of like fun shit about it. Like Patrick Cummins against John Bionte, right? That went decision first of all, and Patrick Cummins got a fucking giant cut on his head from a headbutt. That's about the extent of excitement in that fight. But
listen,
what?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know this sounds childish and very dude bro and Bud Light fanny of me, but I don't give a shit. I fucking love it. I don't give a shit if the blood came at the fucking expense of an illegal headbutt. I love the fucking blood. Makes it feel like it was a funner fight. I don't give a shit. I liked it. Patrick Cummins looked like shit after the fight like he always does. I mean, don't get me wrong. Was it fucking, a barn burner? A goddamn slobber knocker? Not really. But it was a fun, again, I think we got really what we expected from most of these fights on this card. Mm-hmm. This was kind of what I expected, right?
Yeah.
John Vellante landing some pretty heavy shots. The turducken being fucking tough as shit and taking a fucking beating and wearing it horribly. Those eyes of his always swell up and look like fuck. You know what I like about fucking Patrick Cummins? He's missing that cocksucking front tooth. He don't even get it fixed. He just leaves that fucking thing out all the time. Fuck it. Then the whole most of it.
Yeah, no, fucking, I don't know, whatever. I don't like.
It was an alright fight though.
I thought they were slow. They were fighting like in slow motion, dude. I'm over here all frustrated, going, "What the fuck?" Like they were literally just like swinging. And what I didn't like there was barely any combos in that fight, and their corners didn't like that shit either. Okay, it was just one shots. That's it, over and over again. No combos in it. That's what bothered me about it. But whatever. Cummins gets the win. But the funny thing is, Beyonce thought he won because he was all like, "What the fuck?" Like after they announced the decision, that shit was something.
That was a close fight too, though. That was a close fight. I low key thought that John was going to get the nod being in Long Island. I was a little surprised, not terribly, but a little surprised at that decision.
Let's talk about a fucking baller ass fight though. Jimmy Rivera against Thomas Almeida. That shit was fire. Thomas Almeida gets dropped twice in the first round. That's literally the difference in that fight, by the way. It was pretty fucking close. Rivera got dropped once, right? The two takedowns that he got won Rivera the fight. But I'm impressed with both guys, man. I'm very impressed with both guys. And I don't mind Jimmy getting a title shot at some point. I like how you call that Cruz, too, though.
Yeah, man. Jimmy Rivera looked good. He had a lot of hype coming into this. And I know that the hype was justified. I know why he had the hype coming off the win over Uriah Faber, undefeated. I mean, look at the fucking kid. He's got some skills. But, man, MMA is so fleeting. Look at that Aaron Pico prick, right? I mean, and I'm not comparing them at all. I'm just saying that hype builds up quick in MMA, and people get blown up to mythical proportions real fucking fast. You have one good performance against somebody, and everybody's riding your fucking dick talking about you being the next big thing and blah, blah, blah. Try to really just kind of wait it out, man. Wait it out. He looked real good in the world to think that he's who we think he is, but tonight was a fucking tough test against a young lion, much like himself. And I got to hand it to you, or, hand it to him. He proved himself. He looked fucking great tonight. We all know he can wrestle. We all know he can grapple. But his fucking hands, man, he's got fucking a rare combination of hand speed and, like, power. And, I don't mean, like, can hurt you power. Fucking stopping power. You know, that power that puts motherfuckers to sleep type shit.
Just takes them
Most
out.
motherfuckers that got that don't really got that super fast, you know, hand combination speed shit going on, Jack.
Right.
Mr. Rivera has that. But on the same token, man, Thomas Almeida is a fucking beast too. It looked like he was curtains a couple times in that fight. And he is a very, very tough kid who's able to take some fucking punishment and really turn it around too. When he rocked fucking Rivera in the, what was it, the late second round maybe? When he dropped Rivera?
He was late second. He caught him a little bit. And a lot of people were saying he slipped. No, he caught him. He dropped him a little bit.
Nah,
yeah, that was
slipped my ass. Jimmy Rivera's a bad motherfucker, but he got cracked in his jaw and dropped. Hey, listen, he gets even more credit for coming back from it. That wasn't a goddamn slip. That thunderstruck, eating it and getting right back up and winning the fight. That's almost more impressive. You know what I'm saying? But great fucking fight. Both those, it's one of those cool fights too, where neither dude really looks bad coming out of it. Both those cats' reputations soar, and even more so, it's a real, like, even from fucking snooty pricks like me, he's the real fucking deal, man. Like, there's a real good fucking chance that you see that cat fighting for a title very, very soon.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that for sure. Now, real quick, apparently Gastelum said he wants his next fight at 170.
Ah, looky there.
There it is. There it is.
Genius idea, man. I mean, it doesn't, genius idea. Bullshit. It doesn't take a genius to put that together, man. I mean, I hope he can do it. I hope he can just get the fucking, you know, the right nutritionalist and just fucking make it happen, man. He can do that shit. He can make 170 and win that title there. For sure.
Yeah, no, I got you, man. All right. As far as Thomas Almeida, though, I mean, he lost the fight. That's not good. But he didn't lose that badly, if you know what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? He showed a lot of heart in this fight, man. Like, a lot of heart.
Yeah.
So I don't mind not giving him a pass. I mean, like, don't jump him out of the rankings. Don't do anything crazy. All right. But I think give him another firefight and see what he does and then bring him right back up.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would keep him, you know, maybe not. Well, yeah, no, right at that level of competition, man. I mean, something to prove coming into this fight too. He just fucking proved it. But I mean, you know, I don't think that Thomas Almeida should like get thrown down the ladder too much, man. I think that he handled himself very well in that fight. He, you know, got hurt early and came back and made it a really good competitive fight. We all know what he can do. He's still fucking hella young too, if I'm not mistaken, like early fucking 20s at best. So, yeah, you know, that's nothing to be worried about for him, for real. But quite frankly, that was a fucking hell of a showing against a guy that very well could be champion in fucking under a year.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, look, I don't want Rivera to fight Cruz. I want him to go right to Cody. You know what I mean? Especially if, like, or even he says, like, hey, TJ, I'll fight, you know, Cody's, you know, still hurt. I'll fight you for the interim. I don't mind that fight. I'd rather see him against Cody, but that's just me, I guess. The fight against Cruz, I don't know about that fight. It's like, whatever. All right. Like another fight that was actually pretty damn good. Lyman good against Zaleski or Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos, whatever. We just call him dos Santos. You see?
Can we just call him Eddie from Tekken?
Oh yeah, Eddie from Tekken. Eddie from Tekken. That was a good fucking fight, man. That was fun shit to watch.
First off, I don't even know why we're calling him Eddie from Tekken. I don't know where the capoeira shit came from. Dude's fucking hands. This was. I don't know. They don't even do fight of the night no more, do they?
They do performance of the night. They do fight of the night. They haven't announced it yet. Actually, let me while you talk.
They do they do fight of the night and performance of the night, like different things? Yeah. They used to do fight of the night, submission of the night, and knockout of the night, right?
Right. Now it's just performances because, you know, sometimes you don't get a knockout.
You know what?
And then there was
Fuck that. I don't like that. So you know what we're gonna do from now on, since this is our show and we're not beholden to no fucking human cocksucker? We're gonna bring that back. Because I like the idea of it. So go fuck yourself, WME. And in my fucking humble opinion, this was the fight of the fucking night, man. This was a fucking fantastic fucking fight.
Dude, I loved it. That was a fucking firefight. Because you got how do you say his name? Not Dos Santos. Good, sorry. I was thinking about the Burgos fight later or earlier in the night, which was actually pretty fucking slick too.
Yeah.
But that, you know, Good was actually I thought Good won by a little bit, right?
Yep.
both guys are pretty fucking solid, though. I kind of want to see a rematch later on, maybe in a few years. But it's a good fight. Both guys are actually solid as fuck.
I'm gonna be honest with you. In my cynical, very pessimistic mind, I think both of these fucking pricks need to be tested for fucking horse tranquilizers or steroids or some shit.
Yeah, of course.
First off, they were very angry. Both of them were very angry gentlemen. Yeah. And they were knocking the fucking dog shit out of each other, but nobody would give an inch. Did anybody get dropped?
I don't remember anyone getting dropped.
I don't think they fell. I know they were cracking the fuck out of each other the whole time.
Yeah.
But they actually hit their knees, man. That was a really fucking good fight. And a lot of fucking fierceness from both guys, which I fucking love. That passion. Like, they look fucking pissed.
Yeah. They did, man. They look fucking angry as fuck. But either way, both guys
fucking impressive.
Yeah, both guys are fucking baller. Another impressive fight. Eric Anders knocked Rafael Natal the fuck out. I thought just on fucking experience and, you know, all the years that Sapo's been fighting and shit, I thought he'd have that fight. Anders comes in and knocks him the fuck out, dude. That was legit as fuck.
Listen, God, first off, can I just say that somebody has blessed Anders? Because, okay, bunch of great things about this. First off, the goddamn fight was exciting. God bless you, baby. When's the last time we seen fucking Rafael Natal in a fucking fight that exciting? No, I know it was just exciting because he was taking a beating, but nonetheless, I'm usually fucking catching a snooze break during this guy's fights. This fucking fight tonight was fan-fucking-tastic, Jack. And, fuck, you really can't ask for much of a better UFC debut, right?
Yeah.
You did?
Well, yeah, Anders, I think was. Let me make sure. I think he was, Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think the man, fucking A. Took a boring fighter, exposed of him for us. A new guy with an undefeated record who's clearly a fucking animal who love and you know, listen, man, as much shit as I like giving fucking Rafael Natal, to finish like that, as he fucking clearly states by putting us all through boring, fucking tedious fights. Who's the last guy that did that to him? Fucking Tim Kennedy?
Tim Kennedy knocked him out.
Yeah. I think that's the last time that happened, back in fucking 2005 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I take it back.
So,
come out. Tim Boach knocked him out last year.
Did he really?
Yeah, knocked him out. One-hitter quitter.
Poor Tim Boach. Nothing when Tim Boach does something.
No one remembers that shit. Yeah. Anyway, but look, this is 3 in a row now for Natal, though. Robert Whitaker, Tim Boach, Eric Anders. It kind of got progressively worse.
Nah. Hey. Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't look good.
It's been nice knowing you, Rafael, but we are sending you to what is WSOF now? The Professional League of Jerk-Offs or some shit like that?
Professional Fighter League, I think, PFL.
Yeah,
I want to say.
Rafael, that sounds like a good new home for you, my dude.
Shit, man. All right. Real quick, the bonuses were released. So, performance of the night to that Albini, who we haven't spoken about yet, the new heavyweight kid that knocked out Tim Johnson. You watched the Fight Pass prelims?
Nope, I didn't. I missed those.
That kid's fucking quick, dude. He's quick and he's light on his feet, which is weird. Alex Oliveira, who we'll talk about in a second, got one with that one-hitter walk-off. And, of course, Good and Dos Santos get the fight of the night. So that kind of that made sense right there.
Okay, fair enough. They got that part right then. And as much as I can't stand that Brazilian fucking cowboy cocksucker with his fucking snake green eyes, he just looks like an evil prick to me. He looks like Medusa. If you stare at him long enough, he just steal your soul with those fucking snake eyes of his. But I can tell you what, the prick landed one nasty uppercut tonight. And so for the unofficial motherfucking Freddie Awards, it goes to the Brazilian cowboy. And for the record, submission of the night, none other than
that's fucking fuck yeah, dude. That Weidman head and arm choke. By the way, the way he set that up was fucking slick as shit. That's some black belt level setup shit right there. Anyway, and then other than that, I mean, Alex Oliveira walk off knockout. Sherman gets the decision win. Cool. Kennedy gets the decision win over Bochniak. However you say Bochniak. Brandon Barrett gets a submission win over Brian Kelleher, which I thought was gonna fucking smoke Barrett, but you know. Then of course Albini, who I talked about a second ago, knocks out Tim Johnson in the first round. I'm telling you, this kid light on his feet, very quick and athletic, and fucking he apparently he started training, you know, boxing and striking to lose weight. He was at 13 years old. He was like 350 pounds, 350 at 13 years old, heavy as fuck. Yeah.
You know what's weird, man? What's the cat's name? The cat's name is the Justin Leonard character a heavyweight?
I don't know.
Cat from Texas. He's either light, heavy, or heavy. I feel like we're starting to get some talent.
Yeah.
Heavyweight all of a sudden. Slowly but surely, it seems like we're starting to slowly get some talent at those divisions again, man.
And it's nice to see. I think MMA works in cycles in that respect, right?
It does. I truly agree with that. I agree with that. It does.
Yeah, definitely. All right, catching up with the YouTube comments here because there's a whole lot. Yeah, Fight Book MMA says Pro Fight League. Good point. And he also says, fuck it, you almost had this, bro. Thanks, Fight Book. Thanks, Rob. What the fuck, dude? I tried, motherfucker. No. But, and then Gary says, I was out fishing with my family. I was only able to catch Weidman defeat a smaller fighter. See? And then he nearly had a family cookout in the cage. He really did nearly have a fucking cookout in the cage.
Listen, this is how the Italians do. You know how the Italians do. They start winning and all goddamn cousins and uncles come out and shit.
That's how it works. That's how it works. All right. And then, Burgos, what's his name? What's his first name? Shane Burgos against Godofredo Pepe. That ended up being a pretty, fun fight to watch. It wasn't very close, but it was fun. Pepe was just
did my homie Pepe win?
Fuck no, Burgos finished, not finished. He beat him by decision. But Pepe came in. Dude, first thing Pepe does is throw a fucking wheel kick out the gate. And then a spinning back fist right away. Dude, he says so much spinning shit. Nick Diaz would have been angry as fuck the entire goddamn fight, just screaming shit out of this motherfucker. He said spinning shit all the time. It was fucking hilarious. And then, and then the first fight of the night was Perez over Perez falls to Wade via decision, which actually I think everyone called him that one. So what are you gonna do? All right, man. So next week we got UFC 214, man. Jones vs. Cormier. Did you catch that little interview?
Fucking love it. I love it. I love the new John Jones. Johnny, baby, do it. Be yourself. Nothing. Fuck DC. Walk off. God damn it. I fucking love it. And, listen, man, like I said fucking last night when we were doing the pre-show, man, this is it, man. As much hype as is around Mayweather McGregor as it does deserve, because that thing's going to generate $1 billion. It deserves the hype. But everything that Mayweather McGregor is, hype and pop culture and just, everybody kind of paying attention. Mm-hmm. Jones is for us, for the real fight fans, for the real combat sports fans, even for the old school boxing heads. Those old school boxing heads that would love to tune in to motherfucking Muhammad Ali, fucking Joe Frazier, because you were going to find out who the baddest dude on earth was. That happens next Saturday, man. Yeah. DC and John Jones are those guys right now. Those two motherfuckers are bad motherfuckers, and they're not going to box. It's not going to be a some sideshow. It's going to be a fight between the two best motherfuckers on planet Earth. I could not be more excited.
And normally I'm not a fan of these fucking sit them both down, put someone in between them, asking questions and shit type of fucking interview. I didn't mind it this time. John Jones didn't act a fool this time. DC kind of looked dumber though. But I like when Brian was up there going after the fight is over, will you guys mend fences or have respect for each other or whatever? And John Jones goes, fuck DC. I was like, yeah, good thing that they fucking recorded this shit ahead of time and bleeped it, because had it been live, it'd have been a fucking mess.
Man, I think John should have done this a long time ago, man. Listen, it's like that fucking slut from Sex and the City, right? Samantha?
Yeah.
You don't get to call her a slut because she called herself a slut. She takes the power away. John,
to it.
Just own it. Just own it. So what? You are a dickhead. You're not a little fucking child of God. Who gives a shit, man? What you are is the baddest man on planet Earth until somebody proves us wrong. Own it.
Pretty much. Yeah, might as well own that shit, man. He is kind of owning it though with the whole. He said something like not too long ago. He said something like, "Man, I have a crazy fucking whatever party plan for after this shit that have to do with somewhere he can't get tested by USADA, but it'll work out." All right, And again, on this UFC 214 card, DC against John Jones, Woodley against Maya. Woodley was working a week before he was fucking doing. He's defending his title, so props to him. But I'd have been training. And of course, Chris Cyborg against Tanya Evinger with Lawler and Cerrone. It's a good fucking fight, man. This is one of those that I might actually buy the pay-per-view for this one. I don't want any interruptions in the stream with some crazy shit.
This is the card of the year so far.
Oh yeah, I mean on paper.
Well, I mean, listen, Jose Aldo and Max Holloway was the fight of the year so far up to this point, but this is definitely the card of the year. And John Jones DC hasn't happened, but for all of me, unless something really bad happens and it's a real fucking shit show, it's gonna end up being the fight of the year too. Because like I said last night, man, you probably crown the pound for pound GOAT.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the DC one's hard to fucking argue, but you got to give him credit, man. I mean,
depends. If he comes out and knocks John Jones out,
if he finishes him, that you can make the case.
Submits John Jones,
you can make the case,
right? Then you could. I mean, because he takes that L back with authority at that point.
Oh yeah.
And other than that, listen, man, DC doesn't really get the credit he kind of low key deserves because that John Jones loss. Listen, man, not only has DC not lost a fight, dude's one of these guys that hasn't really lost a round. What, he lost a round to Gus, maybe? That's it.
Yeah.
He has dominated everybody else. Nobody's even been fucking close, man. Anderson Silva and the fucking most of them. I know Anderson was very undersized, but none the fucking less, he did fight Anderson and dominate him too.
No, yeah, he did. He fucked him up. Like, dominated him. He didn't fuck him up. He dominated him. All right, man. Anything else you want to hit?
Control him, though.
Oh, yeah, and that's what wrestlers do. They control everything about the fight. So, is what it is. All right, anything else you want to go with? Go before we go?
Nope, that's it, son. Just get ready for next week.
All right, fellas. Of course, we're going to be back on Wednesday night with the MMA Advocates. So, shout out to Uncle Hank, Mike Jarvis, Jesse's on here, Jeremiah, Liam. Who else is on the chat? I'm trying to catch up with everybody here. There's a lot of fun comments tonight. Mike Jarvis, of course, is already mentioned. Gary, of course, on here. Fight Book, what up, dude? Keith Edwards and Joker made a late appearance here. He says, I lost a car on this fight. He ain't happy, apparently. Don't bet cars on this shit, man. Don't bet on fights. They're too fucking unpredictable. All right? They're just too goddamn unpredictable.
Very true.
So, all right, fellas. Shout out to everybody. You guys see all the Twitters down here and the MappyAdvocates.com, all that. Make sure you come hang out on Wednesday night. And, of course, next week we're going to have a preview and a post-fight again because it's just like Fred said, biggest card of the year. And that post-fight show is going to go long. I already fucking know it. So, all right, everybody. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for kicking it with us. Hit up MappyAdvocates.com. And, of course, good night, Wilshire.